Yo, yo, what's good? Welcome to the Broken Clock Podcast. I'm Jabari. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, about 7:30 p.m. here in Atlanta. You saw my last video. My last video I posted Saturday morning. It was about how I thought that the Knicks, the New York City Knicks, had easily the most pressure entering the 2026 playoffs. I got good feedback on it. I had Knicks fans kind of mad at me. I had Celtic fans that I know personally mad that I picked the Knicks to still go to the finals. But I really liked it. That was fun. That was short. That video was about 27 minutes. I'm gonna try to make this one even shorter. The playoffs have started and they are lit. It is incredible. I love the playoffs. I said it in my last video. I definitely said it within the last couple of videos. Stop listening to people talking about the NBA is in such a bad place and they complain about the NBA all the time. Of course, there's negative things with the NBA. I could complain about them too, but I promise you, the NBA the last 3 years has been more competitive and better than it was when I was growing up. I can't speak for the 90s. I can't speak for the 80s. I'm telling y'all, when I was growing up, when I was in middle school, mid 2000s, the NBA was not this fun. The first round never used to be this lit, not multiple series. And I know it's still early, but um, I think the playoffs are great, man. I can't wait. The Detroit Orlando game two is going on right now. It's probably about the end of the first quarter of that game, I think. But I think the playoffs are lit, man. But obviously, game one, you're gonna have overreactions. Game two, you're gonna have panic time for some teams. So this video, I kind of just want to break down the team that I think should be panicking the most and why. I didn't know what I wanted to title the video. I didn't know if I wanted to call it like the playoff panic rankings. I didn't know if I wanted to call it panic party. I didn't know if I wanted to call it NBA Panic Room. I really like the movie Panic Room, the David Fincher movie with Jodie Foster and Forrest Whitaker. Um, but I'm just going to go through the teams. I got about 5 teams here and just break down why some of these teams are in serious trouble and some teams really shouldn't be panicking that much. The first team I have here is easily not even close to Houston Rockets. I mean, embarrassing what they're doing right now. They're 0-2 to the Lakers right now. 0-2 to the Lakers without Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. Their three best players right now are a 41-year-old LeBron, a Marcus Smart who looked washed up 2 years ago, and Luke Kennard who wasn't even playing for the Hawks 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And the Rockets offense just looks worse and worse. Really, every big game they've been in the last 2 months, obviously at the end of the regular season, their offense is terrible. I mean, the Orlando Magic are like, we're not even that bad. Like, they're really bad. They have no point guard. They have no plate making. They can't run a pick and roll. They can't run any, like, screen and roll, nothing. They can't do anything because they have nobody to handle the ball. And it's just really evident when you have such a high IQ team like the Lakers. You got Marcus Smart, who's been in so many big games, JJ Redick, who's coaching circles around Ime, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. And then LeBron, who's probably the smartest player ever. And they're just making it hard for Houston. Houston is starting their offense with 14 on the shot clock every time, and they're getting bad shots. KD missed game one with an injury. He tweaked his knee in practice, so he had to miss game one. He was questionable for game two, but he played, and I thought he looked good in the first half. He had 20 points in the first half. He was getting to the free throw line, but he finished with 23 points. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers were like, Amen Thompson, we're not guarding you. Okay. And Sengun probably had like one of the worst 20, I think he had like 20 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds. One of the most meaningless 20, 11, and 5 games I've seen. He didn't do anything. Lakers were picking on him all game, running them through everything. But the main reason to me, the main culprit to me to this is Ime Udoka. I don't understand how his stock has crashed so hard. I mean, 2 years ago, you had people, including me, going, is Ime Udoka the best coach in the league other than Spoelstra? Like, is he the number one guy you want to coach your team? To now, I'm like, is Ime Udoka going to get fired? I know he just got an extension, but is he going to get fired if they lose this series to the Lakers? Especially if Luka and AR don't come back and you still just get spanked by the Lakers. It looked like he benched Reed Shepherd. He played Reed Shepherd 11 minutes, like only 3 minutes in the second half, just straight up benched him, quit on him. And he's your only guy who can shoot off the dribble or shoot at all, really, because Tari Eason jump shot went to the toilet. I don't know what happened to him. And he's not even looking that good on defense. LeBron is cooking him. KD and Reed Shepherd kind of got into it, and that's another thing with the Rockets. Their vibes have been off like all really since like January, and then the burner account stuff came out, and it just seems like that affected the team. It didn't seem like KD was right about the stuff he was allegedly saying on those burner accounts, but I just don't. I really don't get why Ime quit on Reed Shepherd so much. Like I get that he has deficiencies and he may not make the best decisions, but you got to roll with your best guys. He's your only guy that's the threat to shoot. He's the only guy. I guarantee you, JJ Redick is glad he's not playing Reed Shepherd. I guarantee you. I bet you LeBron might want him out there so he could pick on him a little bit, but I just don't get why he's just. I mean, if I'm Reed Shepherd, how do you recover from that? Like you just gonna play me 30 minutes in Game 3? I guess the reason the Rockets shouldn't panic too much is that this Laker team doesn't have Luke and AR, and it doesn't look like they're coming back in the next 2 games at least. And the Rockets' next 2 games are at home, so maybe they could get it together. Ime definitely needs to get it together. I mean, as a Celtic fan, I kind of can't believe that Joe Mazzulla is just head and shoulders just better than Ime right now. I think if Joe Mazzulla was coaching this Rockets team, Reed Shepherd would be playing 30 minutes a game, taking 10 threes a game. I'm not saying that would be great, but he would be utilizing Reed Shepherd. He would be getting the most out of Reed Shepherd. And Ime just is already done with him. Next I have on the list is the New York Knicks. They won Game 1 against the Hawks, and after that game, I didn't think the Hawks played that good, but I didn't think the Knicks played that good. The Hawks didn't play that good, and they really didn't get spanked. Mike Woodson, he's another guy who he's not gonna get fired after this year. I don't think they just hired him and they just fired their last coach after he made the conference finals. But Mike Woodson is doing the dumbest substitution patterns I've ever seen from a playoff coach. I've honestly never seen it from any coach. Like this is like Eric Spoelstra first year with the Heat trying to figure out when to keep LeBron and play D Wade and LeBron together. Like go watch any team in the playoffs. Go watch any team. Go really any team in the regular season, but go watch any team in the playoffs. They always have one of their best 2 players on the floor at all times, especially in the playoffs. He's going 4 to 5 game minutes without having Cat or Brunson on the floor. That's like you're tanking the game to me. Like, how are you're not going to beat teams like that? You're going to have trouble beating Atlanta like that. Teams are going to go on runs on you. And his reasoning is that he wants to get Cat and Brunson running more stuff together, and then he's not even doing that like that. When they're in there, he's not doing it that much. So it's like, what are you doing? What are you like? It's weird what Mike Brown is doing. Sorry if I called him Mike Woodson. I can't believe I called him Mike Woodson. But he's like doing he's getting out coached too. He's going to get another good coach and Quinn Snyder, who I think he's kind of the most underrated coach. I really do. And Cat is having these first halves again where he's taking like 6 shots or less. And it seems like they try to get him going in the third quarter, but it's like, if I'm Cat, I'm like, man, I've been here all game. And this is probably my beef with Brunson. Like, if Brunson is going to be a leader, if he's really a point guard, I know he's a scorer, but if you're really a leader, shouldn't you start every game, especially in the playoffs? Shouldn't you be starting these games, especially in this series with this matchup where on paper, their only matchup for Cat seems like it's a Kongu. And Cat's bigger than him and better than him. So you would think that Brunson would start these games like, man, let me get Cat going. Let me make sure Cat get going because I'm Brunson. I could get any shot I want at any time, and I could take it whenever I want. Let me get him going. I could get going whenever I want. He can't create his own shots like I can. Even though Cat is not bad at creating his own shots, but they should try to get him going to start games more. And it seems like the Hawks, this would scare me if I was a Knicks fan. This would be my biggest thing I would be worried about, obviously, other than Mike Brown and his weird subbing, but it seems like they figured out something with Kuminga and Cat. Like Cat can handle Kuminga. Kuminga's strong. He's not little. He's long, and he's athletic enough to obviously keep up with Cat. And it seems like they were comfortable leaving him on Cat. And the thing is, the Knicks saw this for 10 straight possessions, and they keep keeping Cat around not the paint, but around the dunker spot, like around the lower baseline. It's like you're making it easier for Kuminga to recover to him and still protect the rim. It's just like simple stuff that they can fix. That's kind of why you shouldn't panic that much because they could easily fix this. Like I said, I'm here in Atlanta. I'm going to Game 4 Saturday. I can't wait. I think that crowd is going to be great. Like seriously, I think that crowd is going to be great because I don't even know how many games or series can have this, but you're going to have a lot of Knicks fans in there, like a lot, and they're going to be crazy and loud and disrespectful. But you're also going to have a lit Atlanta crowd. It's rare that you get 2 great fan bases in a professional game like that. But I think I can't wait to go to the game Saturday. But the Knicks need to get it together. My biggest beef, my biggest reason that I think the Knicks should panic is, other than the stuff I said already, is Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Jalen Johnson really haven't been good offensively at all. They haven't been in any rhythm. They have not got it going. Josh Hart did a good job guarding Jalen Johnson when he's been on him. And if I'm the Knicks, I'm like, they about to go home. Jalen Johnson might get in the rhythm. You know what I mean? He likes to play mate, he likes to grab the ball off the rim and run down court. And then the obvious history thing with Brunson being, bro, you was 6'1" and under guard, and you taking a bunch of ISO shots, pounding the ball, trying to break dudes down. You're not gonna win a championship like that. History says you're not winning a championship like that. You know what I mean? And when your best two players, Cat and Brunson, can't play defense, I think it's hard to win a championship. So the Knicks gotta. I still have Knicks in 6, but I picked that before the series started. I'm gonna stick with Knicks in 6. I think they're good, but they got to get it together because those crowds are going to be crazy. Those games, I think games 3 and 4 are going to be great. This is real similar to the Detroit series from last year that the Knicks had. Similar to, speaking of Detroit, sorry, I drunk something and I'm having indigestion. Detroit played Orlando game 1. They lose game 1, and it kind of wasn't shocking. As you were watching the game, it's like it took like a quarter, and you're like, yeah, Detroit's not about to physically punk the Magic. The Magic are big. Everybody the Magic play is 6'3", 6'4", and up. You know what I mean? They athletic, quick, and long. And this Magic team looked like they clicking, man. They look real good. Offensively, too, they look good on a really great defensive Detroit team. And the Magic just completely took out Jalen Duren. Completely took him out the game. Like, made him catch the ball in the short roll, making decisions. He didn't know what to do. He looked a little nervous. And it seemed like they were getting in his head a little bit. It's been some stuff off the court with him and his ex and stuff I'm not going to mention. It's kind of funny, but it's like, yeah, he kind of needs to go off today. He kind of needs to play good to show that he's not nervous in the playoffs. But the Magic, man, I mean, going into the playoffs, the Magic looked bad. They looked like worse than the Rockets did, honestly. And their offense is bad. They had bad vibes. Paolo looked like he was about to get traded. Jamal Mosley, the head coach, looked like he was packing his bag. He was ready to go. He was ready to go, man. And yeah, I think they look good, man. I don't know how confident they really are. I don't know if they truly believe they can win this series, but Detroit is gonna. I'm not watching the game now, but I'm pretty sure that crowd is going crazy. And Cade had 39 points in game 1, so I expect Cade to keep it going. And I want to see what adjustments JB Bickerstaff does, because they got to figure out a way to play their best lineup, which has Jalen Duren and Ausar Thompson, but still get good looks offensively, because obviously the Magic are like, Ausar Thompson, the same thing with your twin brother. Go crazy. We're going to leave you wide open, bro. We're not afraid of you at all. You're no threat on offense to us. And the rookie Jenkins, who's on a 2-way deal, he looked like a rookie. Well, he's not a rookie. He's on a 2-way deal, but he looks like he's on a 2-way deal, and he played in the G League half this year. I still think he's good, but he looked nervous in that game 1. Like, wow, this is a loud crowd. This crowd is really loud. You know what I mean? So, but again, I think they're good. It's not too crazy to panic, but the next team I have here is the Spurs. Again, I don't think they should panic too much, the Spurs, but the series is tied 1-1 now. They look dominant in game 1. Looked like it was going to be a sweep after game 1, kind of. And during this game, I think it was about the second quarter, Wemby took a hard fall and fell chin and head first into the hardwood. His head bounced at least twice. He was unconscious, it looked like, for a couple seconds. It was kind of scary to see. He was kind of wobbling, just trying to sit up. But he did jog off the floor, so he's definitely in concussion protocol, obviously. I would assume he definitely misses game 3. But I don't know. Concussions are weird in the NFL, so who knows with the NBA. But Scoot Henderson in game 2 finally had his coming out moment. Finally, he had 31 points, had 0 assists, but he wasn't being selfish. He was actually making good passes. But he had 31 points. He was 5 of 9 from 3. I don't think that'll happen again. But he looked confident. He was moving good. He looked like what people thought he was going to be coming out of the draft. You know what I mean? So crazy that this is the Trailblazers versus the Spurs, Wemby versus Scoot, because coming into the draft that year, people thought those were the 2 franchise players. Obviously, Scoot went 3rd and Brandon Miller went 2nd, but it's just crazy to see them finally going at it. We're not really going at it, but playing against each other and Scoop showing up in this series. But obviously the biggest cause for concern or panic for the Spurs is Wemby going to be good, and how's he going to play after this? Is this going to affect him? Is this going to affect his jump shot, his decision making? Who knows? I would assume he's going to be okay, and the Spurs will still win this series in 5 or 6 games. And then the last team I have here is my team, Boston Celtics. Not a bad loss to the Sixers and Tyrese Maxey, but maybe I'm saying it's not a bad loss because that's just the type of losses we have where we not making threes and we keep settling and we don't adjust. And I've just seen that story so many times. I could see that loss coming. Like once it was halfway through the third and we still couldn't get a rhythm, I was like, oh, this is going to be tough for us. Brown and Tatum scored or assisted on 89 of the Celtics' 97 points. You can't win. You can't beat any team in a series like that. So the role players got to step up for the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla, I know I just said he's way better coach than Ime, but he was doing this drop coverage the whole game with Vucevic out there and Keita, and I don't think he can do that against Maxey and VJ. And Maxey was kind of like, y'all go keep trying me, dropping on me on these pick and rolls. Well, I'm going to start killing y'all in the second half then. And in the first half, Joe Mazzulla was like, VJ, have at it. Shoot all the threes you want. And he was making them. Okay, he had 20 points at halftime, VJ. Shout out, VJ. It's so hard as a Celtic fan to watch a series like this. And the other team, their 2 best players, I want to root against them, but I like them so much. I love VJ Edgecombe, and I love Maxey. Maxey was one of the best players this year. He's one of the best scorers in the league this year. My biggest thing that I'm kind of panicking about is Derek White doesn't look good. He's not in rhythm. His jump shot is off right now. He's still really good on defense, so that's why I'm not panicking too much because he's obviously can't be that hurt if he's still the best defensive player we have on our team right now. But his jump shot is wavering right now, and this is kind of what he's been doing since he came to the team. His jump shot does this sometimes. He's obviously a good shooter, and I'm expecting it to come back, but he doesn't look good right now. And if he doesn't get it together on the offensive end, the Celtics are not going to go to the finals. They're not going to go far. They'll lose in the next round. They're going to play around in this series, it look like. You know what I mean? That would be my big thing is D. White got to get it together. And Paul George looks good, too. That's kind of scaring me, too, as a Celtic fan, that he's looking good. He's looking more confident offensively. Like he was doing more in game 2 than he was in game 1, trying to force it a little bit. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't want a confident Paul George out there. But I think the Celtics are good, though. I don't want to talk too confidently, but I think we're good. I don't think we'll play that bad again. I think Tatum's going to play better. So I think we're good. That's it. Just 5 teams I thought were kind of panicking or should be panicking. I mean, I can't get over the Houston Rockets. This is like this will be so embarrassing, especially for KD, man. Like if KD, you come to this team, and I know the Rockets had injuries, you know what I mean, and untimely injuries too at that, and all injuries are untimely, but I just it's gonna suck for KD, and the KD haters are gonna love this. If he loses this, they're gonna kill him. I love the playoffs, man. This is so fun. I'm gonna definitely do another NBA pod, do another NBA video, probably this weekend, probably Saturday again, probably Saturday morning. I'm actually going to see the Michael Jackson movie tonight, Michael. I'm going at 10 o'clock to see it. I can't wait. I'll probably do a review for that tomorrow or Friday. That's it, man. NBA playoffs are here. They lit. Don't listen to people who hating on the NBA. And if you haven't, please subscribe, please like, please comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, share it, hit the notification bell. I'm starting to get more comfortable, I'm starting to find a rhythm with these shorter videos. I kind of like it. This is fun. Enjoy the NBA playoffs. Enjoy my videos. Enjoy my YouTube. Thank you, guys. Peace.